Time to tune in. Now another sports center. It's a movement.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. And I got the squad in the house tonight. I want to take and introduce them real quickly. I got Adrian Campbell coming back on the show a second time. What's going on, Adrian?
Nothing, fam. What's popping with you? Appreciate you having me back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, super blessed to have you back, man. Last time you killed it, and man, super happy to have you back again. You welcome back any time. And then, of course, I got my co-host in the house, Mike Williams. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man? Just had a good weekend. Weather was okay, and it's raining today, but I'm definitely excited to talk some football.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, I live in Florida. I almost got killed by a monsoon, but hey, God is going to protect me. Jesus, take the wheel. I was singing it.
There you go.
So, hey, we're going to kick it off with some football talk. Mike Williams, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, man. So the first thing I kind of wanted to touch on, we know there's a lot going on around the league right now, but obviously being here in Colorado, Broncos fan, want to touch on the Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater quarterback battle. So, officially coaches are saying, we're not really concerned with everything going on right now. They're going to get 50-50 reps, etc. And we honestly haven't been able to see much actual film from the practices. So everything we're seeing is just red because the Broncos only opened it up about 20 minutes a day during OTAs. So we haven't even got to see it. But from everything that I've been reading and the little highlights I have seen, Teddy Bridgewater has been very in sync with Jerry Jeudy. That's been like one of the biggest things coming out of the OTAs was his timing with Jerry Jeudy, which I think is going to be which has a potential to be elite. And I think Jerry Jeudy could definitely take a big step this year. But his arm strength, which we kind of know, has been lacking. So Teddy Bridgewater, just hearing him talk like he wants to get the ball out, get it where it needs to be, let playmakers make plays. Drew Lock's been working on his footwork, some different things like that. So we heard good things. The things that I've been hearing is first few days, noticeable quickness. There's a huge difference of arm strength between Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. So Drew Lock was making some down the field passes that are beautiful getting there. But when he was going through his progressions again, we were kind of hearing he was having some issues like thinking about stuff again, right? So if it's get the ball out quickly, get it in somebody's hand, it was good. So I'll be really interested to kind of see how that develops. I think we know what Teddy Bridgewater is. I think we don't know what Drew Lock can be. So I personally like to see Drew Lock until he makes a mistake that they have to pull him out. But Teddy Bridgewater's best year in the NFL was last year, and he threw 15 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, or 3,600 yards. And that was his best season. I think Drew Lock could do that easily, right? He threw more touchdowns than that, and he hasn't played a full season yet. So he threw more interceptions than that also. So I think if he can limit the turnovers, that'll be good. But I'm really curious to kind of see how that turns around for sure.
Absolutely. With the Broncos, man, they are last year. A lot of people, even including myself, I think in my predictions video, I think I had y'all winning 10 or 11 games, and then the injury bug happened. And when it came, it was a tsunami of injuries, man, and it just wasn't pretty, man. But you're in a division with obviously, the division winners, Kansas City Chiefs. You got the Raiders. They have good players on the team, but they're just John Gruden's their coach. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And then you got the Chargers, who are very, very similar to y'all. They're on the up and up right now. I would definitely say you guys have a better team than the Chargers, but it's definitely looking good. Do you think that there's any way Teddy Bridgewater wins a starting position week one?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a real quarterback battle. I think that the way Drew Lock could lose it, because they're saying there's no incumbent, but I have a hard time believing that. I think Drew Lock probably is the leader in the clubhouse, and the team's taking a different approach this year of, making him compete. But I think the way Drew Lock can lose his starting position is by not processing things quick enough and turning the ball over. Now, the problem with the processing and turning the ball over is he's going up against a phenomenal secondary in practice, right? So he has to be smart, get the ball out. But I think if he plays well against our secondary, the edge rushers, D lines that we have, if you could practice well against that, you can get well against any team, any defense you'll face, because that's going to be one of the top 5 defenses in the NFL, most likely this year. So I think if Drew Lock isn't processing and he's throwing a bunch of turnovers, although it's against a good defense, he's not going to win the job. I think Teddy Bridgewater, the team, we know what he's going to do. He's going to get the ball out quick, let people make plays, And I think he should just for him to win the job, I think he just needs to keep doing what he's doing and make sure that Drew Lock is, if Drew Lock's making mistakes, he's going to lose it. But I also heard too, based on all the stuff I read and just listened to the Broncos reporters and stuff, Teddy Bridgewater was struggling in the red zone. And that's an area that it's kind of hard, obviously, in 7-on-7, some of that stuff, but he was struggling with the ball in the red zone. And that's a problem. That's an area we didn't rank highly in last year that we definitely need to improve in. So I think the red zone and then turnover.
Time to tune in. Now another sports center. It's a movement.